Hey guys, Squint here. Today we're going to work on a challenge lock from BearsBack. Beautiful little older Corbin. You guys can see there, here's the key bitting. I'll show you the key bitting after I vise it up. Once we zoom in on it, seems to work a little better that way. Alright, not going to get hung up on anything. There's the bitting on it. And this is BearsBack number 17. With these older style locks, I like to use bottom of the keyway tension wrenches on them. There we go. Pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, that'll work. Should be okay. We're gonna use the hook number 1 and go from this. It has a couple of different wordings. That's why I use bottom of the keyway, because working from the bottom won't really let me get high enough. But this will help me stay on this little bit of warding here on the right side of the cylinder. I have to switch this around just a little bit. There we go. Okay, you got a little click out of the back. That was 5. Touched 4 and it gave me a click earlier. 2 gave me a little click. 1 gave me a little turn. A little feedback here. Alright, drop me into a little bit more of a false set. Alright, I'm going to need a little bit more of a hook now. Use this Daz Everest pick. Good, good. Big binder there, not moving. Okay. Oh, one just jumped on me. There we go. One's a weird pin. Alright. That one, I touched it, jumped on me like it was it may be a multi-serrated pin there. But you can see we have this one open. Lock it back up. Get this out of the way. We already showed you the key worked on it. So let's see what we've got inside of BearsBack's number, what is this, 17? Fun little pick. Lock talks to you a little bit. Alright, got a little flat head on the back of there. I've been on a roll lately, guys. I've been feeling good. Lots of good feedback on these locks. Might go ahead and start putting some of these high security locks back together and see if I can get these things picked. I've been feeling good picking these challenge locks. Alright. One definitely felt weird, so that could be some kind of T-pin. We got that in just a little ways, but these things are so tight with tolerance. There we go. You guys can see everything's still in there and working. Beautifully done, my friend. Okay. Oh, it's got a little ball bearing there in 1. Maybe that's why it was weird. Little ball bearing in 2. I think they do that so the pins, wow, what the hell? 3, standard, 4 standard, 5 standard. But in the world, I think they do this originally. When you look at that is crazy. I think they put the ball bearings in here so you don't wear down the key pin when you're using the lock. You didn't do anything to the core. Let's see what he's got up top, key pin or driver pin wise. That's why, yeah. See, that's why that one was a little bit weird. T-pin and a standard on 2. Little spool. We dump these springs out. They're not wanting to come out. Okay, looks like they're all the same. Yeah, they're not even sticking up above the shear line. Let's get 4 and 5 out the back. Pin number 5 barely was sticking up above the shear line. I couldn't even get the dang thing out. Well, we'll dig for springs here in a second. And then number 4. Beautiful little spool. Yeah, all the springs are the same. I think the only one I got to dig for is number 5. I can feel him in there. There he is. Come on, dang it. He's sticking up just a tad bit now. You guys can see him in there. There we go, got him out. I don't think he did anything up top, but let's look just in case. Nope. All right, so let's take a look at these pins. Beautiful work there, BearsBack. All right, let's zoom in on them just a tad bit, so you guys can see the work that BearsBack's done. So here in number 1, had a real tiny key pin, you can see there, but then it has this little ball bearing at the bottom. And I think, like I said, that's for wear and tear on the actual key pin. So the little ball bearing goes in first, and then that comes up to the shear line. This was what was weird about number 2. Of course, you got the little ball bearing there, but that key pin is a spool. That is crazy. I've never seen that before. Let me know if that was standard or if that was stock like that, BearsBack, or if you put that spool in there. Oh, let me go back to the driver pins. Number 1 driver pin is a multi-serrated T-pin. So that's why this is the one that opened us up, and you saw it had a little weird jump. Gave me that feedback and then probably caught here, and then I had to push that little T-pin up just a little bit. But there's how that one went into the chamber. And then in number 2, had this little ball bearing again, and then a spool key pin, and then a standard driver pin with this little, I think these are copper springs. In 3, it was a standard. Let's go ahead and flip him around the right way. And flip him around the right way. All right. Get in there. So you can see a standard driver, or standard key pin, and then he had this nice, beautiful, deep serrated pin. A little double serration. Another little copper spring there. Standard in 4, and then a little spool here, kind of like a little barrel spool almost. A little copper spring, and then in 5 was a standard, and he's got a multi-serrated pin here also. That pin wasn't really sticking up too far from the shear line. When I saw it, it was about, all I could see was probably this part, like the very, very tip. So I don't know how much this came into play when I picked it. So, but you guys can see there, that was number 17 from BearsBack. There was the key bitting on it again. All right, guys, I appreciate you. Please like, subscribe, hit that little bell icon, and go check out BearsBack as well. He's building some great locks. So, yeah, if it's not your lock, don't be sticking a pick in it. And this is Squint. I'll be on to the next lock.